The condo conspiracy. The air in my condo felt wrong, heavy with a metallic tang, like a storm brewing inside these four walls. I stood frozen in the living room, clutching a crumpled Christmas card, its cheerful red envelope sliced open like a wound. My sister's loopy handwriting spilled across the page, but it wasn't the usual holiday platitudes that stopped my heart. It was the post-it note tucked inside, scrawled in my husband Ethan's sharp, angular script. Meet me at the condo, December 24th. They'll be gone. We'll make it ours. My knees buckled, and the card slipped to the hardwood floor, landing beside the Christmas tree's flickering lights. Ethan's voice echoed from the kitchen, casual as ever, asking if I wanted coffee. I couldn't answer. My world was unraveling, thread by thread. For weeks, I'd sensed a fracture in our marriage, subtle as a hairline crack in glass. Ethan's late nights at the office, his phone tilted just out of view, the way he'd linger in the shower, as if washing away secrets. I'd dismissed it all, work stress, I told myself, or my own paranoia after a decade together. But standing there, the post-it burning a hole in my palm, I saw every moment in a new, sickening light. My sister, Lila, with her easy laugh and reckless charm, was the last person I'd suspected. Yet the evidence was undeniable, a betrayal carved in ink. I forced my legs to move, tucking the note into my pocket before Ethan could see. The condo, our sanctuary in the heart of the city, suddenly felt like a stage for someone else's story. Its floor-to-ceiling windows framed a glittering skyline, but the view now seemed cold, a mirror to the chill creeping through me. I sank onto the couch, the leather creaking under my weight, and replayed the last few months. Lila's sudden visits, her insistence on staying over, her 2 long hugs with Ethan. I'd called it sisterly affection, a return to our childhood closeness. How naive I'd been. Danny, you okay? Ethan's voice cut through my thoughts. He leaned against the kitchen island, his dark eyes searching mine, a mug steaming in his hand. His tone was soft, but there was an edge to it, like he was testing the waters. I nodded, my throat too tight to speak. Every fiber of me wanted to scream, to hurl the note in his face and demand answers. But something held me back, fear, maybe, or the desperate hope that I'd misunderstood. The next few days were a slow descent into madness. I became a detective in my own life, scouring Ethan's phone when he slept, checking his emails, even sniffing his jackets for traces of Lila's jasmine perfume. Each discovery was a dagger, a late-night text from her, "Can't wait to see you," a receipt for a wine bar I'd never been to, a photo of them at a holiday market, his arm around her waist, her smile too bright. I rationalized it all, clinging to the illusion of my perfect life. Lila was family. Ethan was my anchor. They wouldn't do this. They couldn't. Christmas Eve loomed, the date on the post-it a ticking bomb. My parents called, their voices warm with holiday plans. "We're coming to the city." Mom chirped. "Lila's joining us. We'll all stay at your condo, it'll be a family reunion." My stomach churned. A reunion, or a conspiracy? I pictured them all in on it, plotting to push me out, to let Lila and Ethan claim this space as their own. The thought was absurd, but it gnawed at me, a parasite I couldn't shake. I played the part of the perfect wife, decorating the condo with garlands and fairy lights, baking cookies that filled the air with cinnamon and deceit. Ethan noticed nothing, or pretended not to. He kissed my forehead, helped hang ornaments, and hummed carols, each gesture a blade twisting deeper. Lila arrived the day before Christmas, her suitcase thudding against the floor, her eyes darting to Ethan before settling on me. "Danny, this place is stunning," she said, her voice too sweet, like poisoned honey. I smiled, my lips trembling, and offered her wine. She didn't notice my hands shaking. That night, I lay awake beside Ethan, his breathing steady while my heart raced. The condo was silent, but I felt the weight of secrets pressing against the walls. I slipped out of bed, barefoot on the cold floor, and crept to Lila's guest room. Her phone glowed on the nightstand, unlocked. My fingers hesitated, then swiped through her messages. There it was, a thread with Ethan, months long, filled with plans, promises, and words that shattered me. "I love you, Lila. We'll tell her after the holidays." I stifled a sob, my vision blurring. The betrayal wasn't just theirs, It was my own, for trusting them so completely. Morning brought no relief. My parents arrived, their chatter filling the condo with false cheer. I watched them all, Mom's oblivious smiles, Dad's bad jokes, Lila's nervous glances, Ethan's careful neutrality. I wanted to scream, to upend the breakfast table and let the truth spill like broken glass. Instead, I poured coffee, my hand steady now, fueled by a cold, burning resolve. They thought they could take my home, my life, my heart. They were wrong. I waited until Christmas dinner, the table laden with turkey and lies. The city sparkled beyond the windows, a cruel contrast to the darkness inside me. I stood, glass in hand, and raised it high. To family, I said, my voice steady, though my pulse thundered. To trust, and to new beginnings. Ethan frowned, sensing the shift. Lila's fork froze halfway to her mouth. My parents clapped, oblivious. I've been thinking, I continued, my eyes locked on Ethan's. This condo, it's too small for all of us. So I've decided to sell it. Gasps rippled around the table. Lila's face paled, and Ethan's jaw tightened. In fact, I said, my voice ablaze, I've already got a buyer. They're moving in next week. I thought it'd be nice to let you all stay here one last time before I hand over the keys. The room went silent, the air thick with unspoken truths. Ethan's hand twitched toward Lila's, then stopped. My parents exchanged confused looks. I smiled, sipping my wine, savoring the chaos I'd unleashed. They thought they could rewrite my story, but I'd rewritten theirs first. Later, as they packed, I stood by the window, the city's lights blurring through my tears. Ethan tried to talk, his voice low and pleading, but I turned away. Lila left without a word, her suitcase dragging like a confession. My parents, still clueless, promised to visit my new place, wherever that would be. The condo was empty by morning, its walls echoing with the ghosts of their betrayal. I didn't sell it. Not yet. I stood in the quiet, the post-it note in my hand, and let myself feel it all, heartbreak, rage, and the strange, fierce thrill of reclaiming my life. They'd planned to take everything, but I'd taken it back. And in that moment, I knew, the real betrayal wasn't theirs. It was mine, forever doubting my own strength.